Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on!
What? What? We did it. What? What happened? What happened?
Jesus Christ, Alisson.
Alisson scored! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Good evening. I was supposed to say good afternoon. I don't know why they said that, but anyway. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Ryan of RYAN LFC YouTube channel for the biggest preview so far this season. We've had two big previews. We've had the one against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, and then we've had the one today, which is for probably the most nerve-wracking game this season. I think most of us are going to be edge of our seats. We've got a packed watch-along tomorrow. We've got the first watch-along, I think, this year where we're going to have the whole crew, hopefully. Me, Sebastian, Stephen. Unfortunately, Yusuf will not be able to come. So, no Yusuf, but it'll be me, Stephen, Sebastian, and Ryan. So we're going to have a packed watch-along tomorrow. And first of all, I've got to introduce my first guest, who is on every single watch-along, pretty much all watch-alongs this season, all the draws. It's Stephen from Ireland.
All the draws. Oh, yes, mate. Oh, yes. I'm here.
Yeah, you've been in all the draws.
Apart from, I haven't been on many previews, but I'm here especially because this is the biggest game ever. Like, I think, judge what you said at the start of the stream, that, this is the biggest game for our season. I genuinely believe that this is the biggest game in our lifetime of supporting Liverpool, right? Because when do you get two teams going at each other for the title in April? It's mad, isn't it? And we're gonna get that tomorrow. And I'm already scared shitless. I can't cope.
So, unfortunately, there's two other guys in the waiting room. Mons just has to do something. I'm waiting for Demo to turn his camera on and stuff like that.
Demo, he's back. He's back.
Demo's in the back room, so we're gonna hopefully up. Ryan's gone off the other stream, so I don't know where Ryan is. So.
No, he's off. He's off the. I think he's off the other stream, brother.
Yeah, but I'm asking if he's in the wrong stream. He's in the watch-along stream or something.
What? I don't know. It's a madness.
Let me quickly text Ryan.
But yes, guys, big game tomorrow. Please stay tuned.
I want to see Demo x Ryan arguing.
Oh no, those are.
But while we wait for the others, how big is this game tomorrow? How big is this game?
I think because of listening to every single preview I can from other places and over my friends and all that, I don't think I've ever experienced this in my lifetime. Going into a game like this, this is like you wouldn't have. I think the biggest thing is that what's the team going to be? Because I think if you look at the Liverpool team compared to like a few years ago to Port Cities, it is miles off that. We've got a much better bench than what we've had in the past, and it's already coming to fruition. And that's why Klopp's getting a bit of a headache in terms of how his team selections have been going in the past few matches. And the fact is, I don't have a clue who's going to start that front line. I mean, I think the front three could start. You could go for the original front three if you wanted to, or you could go for maybe a Diaz, Mane, and Salah, or Jota, Mane, Salah. There's many options to go for. But I think the fact is that this game tomorrow will define where Liverpool go in the league. But that's not to say our season's over, right? To say it, because we're still in many of the competitions. But I want us to win tomorrow badly, is because I just want that league so bad in front of fans. That last game of the season against Wolves, we just let that Premier League title from fall then. Do you know what I mean? that would be a dream mine to finally see. And you know what? It starts tomorrow, and you know, I can't wait for it. Bring it on. Just bring it on.
It is yes and no for a title decider. I think it's a
I would
title
agree,
decider
yeah.
in two ways. And I think it's a title decider if City win it. I don't think it's a title decider if we win it. And the reason is...
But it would give us the advantage.
It gives us advantage, but we could literally beat Man City 4-0 tomorrow and then lose 2-1 at Spurs, and then that game means nothing. Because then they leapfrog us again. So it is so difficult. And this is why the thing is, but then City could beat us 2-1 tomorrow and then drop points to West Ham and Wolves. So the problem thing of being so close is, yes, this could be a total decider, but it is really difficult because if City win tomorrow, they go 4 clear. We win tomorrow, we go 2 clear.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back to they play, and then we go back top. We play, we go back top. So it's going to be,
and that's why it's so
very
scary
interesting.
at the same time. Oh, so scary. But like,
God, I'm sorry, but this is so unorganized. I'm so confused. Where is Ryan?
I know. Don't worry, guys. We're
wasting
here.
my-
Me and Jersey Boy are here. The regulars. You're not alone.
Right, I'll text Demo and let him know that we're starting.
Demo's come back on, guys. He's in the background. Haven't been on stream for him for a while, but like always loves his the arguments to what Ryan and him had to say last season. It was just you know, be interesting to see what the thoughts are heading into this game.
Exactly here, Sean says we still have a tough fixture list if we win tomorrow. Exactly, we still have to play Tottenham, but
I'm going to one of the games. I'm going to one of the games against Man United.
I think that it's going to be a tough game because of the fact of the derby. But I watched them today against Everton. They got outran by Fabian Delph.
Oh my goodness!
And Iwobi in midfield. Embarrassing performance by Man United.
It is laugh. You know, you wanted Man United to win today because you want to see Everton get relegated. The reality is you cannot resist laughing at Man United's misery. And that's all internally of reality.
Yeah, but the thing was, I said I think United will beat them comfortably because they've been so bad. They've been so bad, Manchester United.
I sometimes think to myself, I must have picked the right team when I was so young and picking Liverpool, because if I was a Man United fan right now, oh my god, I'd be in the dumps.
And I do feel really, I don't feel bad for them, but like it's just so crazy how all this has gone on, right? You know, But obviously, before we go, people will wait a little bit for the others to come. Arsenal bottle top 4, but they're bottom top 4. Tottenham, what a performance! And the thing is, Salah has to start scoring, because Son is only 3 goals behind. Yeah, and I think if Salah does not get out of this his crap form, Son is catching up.
It's you have to think about Salah maybe getting back into form soon. Because
Demo will be on any second. He's just in the back room. He's just been doing something.
Coming on. Let's do this. But
the thing is, you don't want to be playing those teams who are fighting for something. Everton knew that game against United was a must-win to stay up. Yeah, definitely. Doesn't mean they're going to stay up, but if they wanted to have a better chance, they had to win. And Watford losing as well.
Yeah. I mean, if Burnley win tomorrow against Norwich, then they squeeze it back to 1 point. Everton. So the relegation battle's not over, in my opinion. I would absolutely love it if Everton got relegated anyway, because oh my goodness, imagine if Everton get relegated and we win the league on the same day. Oh my goodness, the scenes.
I would love it. But next up, we have the man who said we were going to get top 4 last season. Everyone said we weren't going to do it. I had to buy this man a kit last season. It's Demo. Demo.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Steven? What's good?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
Busy,
It,
man, busy.
it didn't. I must admit, it didn't seem that long ago. Whenever we were all together on the last video of the season, just reviewing who should sell, and who should we keep. And I think
Yeah,
the argument came about, not Phillips. Should we keep
yeah,
him or should we sell him? We ended up keeping him, and he did bids against AC Milan.
yeah,
And to be fair,
yeah.
we made the right decision.
Ryan wanted to sell Taki too. He wanted to sell Salah for Mbappe.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
remember
bro,
it clearly, bro.
you cannot write this Liverpool team off. Even if they get top 4, they will always bounce back.
That's facts. That's
We're
facts.
just too good. Like yes, Salah's been in bad form, but I think pretty much every big player has been on bad form.
Listen,
Honestly.
all right. So we're saying he's been on bad form. Like, are we judging that off Salah's high standards? Because in his last 8 games, he's 4 goals and 1 assist. Like, and
Yeah.
that's bad form. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
if that's any other regular player, we're like, yo, that's not too bad. That's 5 goal
Yeah, but that's
involvements
how
in
good he
8
is.
games.
That's how good he is. That's how good he is.
Mm.
That the fact that 4
Mm.
goals in 8 games is not good enough.
Yeah, but
For
I think it's probably not just his goals and assists. He's not controlling the ball well. The ball isn't sticking and he's not beating his man. All of that stuff plays a
I
part.
think, yeah, you have to remember as well that he's coming off a big, massive run of games for his international team in Egypt. He's played a lot of
Yeah.
football for them, and he's coming off a backlash of, that Egypt just coming up short, and you have to take in
Yeah.
that fact as well. I got no doubt in my mind that, Salah could come into form in this big
no,
game
of
against
course,
Sunday,
yeah.
because
Of
he
course.
will want to be fired up, because the reality is that even if anything I've learned from this Liverpool side is that no matter what, if they have a bad game or a bad run, they will always turn it on whatever game it is going forward after the game. So the way I see it going, I think Salah will be okay. I think after
Yeah.
that, it depends on how he goes on for the rest of the season, in my opinion, which are definitely crucial games, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're looking for perfection a lot of the times because every player goes through a bad patch. Like it happened to Harry Kane earlier in the season, and look at him flying now.
Yeah.
Son, he went through a bad patch as well, and he's flying again. Like it happens to all of us. And as Liverpool fans, we just expect perfection all the time, and it's not realistic, you know.
No. Sure, like
It's like-
sorry, but I don't think the 1980s Liverpool sides back in the day, which were so great, would have had to have bad days as well. Like the club has built this dynasty that I've seen in my lifetime as the best team I've ever seen, from I think 2018 up to now, which is like 4 years in the making, which I think for me will only continue. But tomorrow, the reason why tomorrow is so significant and so scary in my lifetime is I've never seen this before. Like two sides, or number 1 and number 2, going right at it in April time, where it's right back on in the title race. And to know that the fact that we won this Premier League title in front of fans on that last day of the season against Wolves, like I just told you, Henry, is the fact that we can experience that for once in our lifetimes. That we hadn't lived through the 80s, so that's that. Tomorrow will be the catalyst. If we win after that, if we do that, then it only gives us an advantage, man.
Thanks.
So.
But yeah, listen, for me, and I totally understand because Salah has watched his country back to back lose, and Salah missed a crucial penalty against it. But after the whole thing about the lasers, but to be fair, Egypt did the same thing to Senegal. They were pointing lasers at Senegal as well. But he's like the last few games I've been seeing Salah, like 2-3 games, like we've had so many chances he's just put over the bar wide, and it's so annoying. But like I think recently we've been winning, but we've not been playing that good. But again, what did we do in 1920? There were a lot of games we were absolutely shit, and we still got 3 points. What matters is 3 points, nothing else. Like I don't care tomorrow if it's 3-3 and it's a Laporte own goal off his own arse. I don't care. What matters is that we leave that stadium tomorrow, the Etihad, with top of the league. That's all that matters.
I agree.
I mean, it's like you said, it's a big.
Mm-hmm. So moving on quickly, as me and Dima were talking about before, and I said to you, Stephen, I do not think this game is a title decider for us. I think for City, though, if
No.
they win, the motivation is incredible. They then go 4 points clear and their running is great. I think that, my opinion, I think if they win it tomorrow, they win the league. But I think if we win, we could beat them and then lose to Tottenham and then get a draw at United or something like that. You never know the league, but I do think though that if we win, the motivation and the belief of the team is everything's just going to go through the roof. So we could literally go on.
I would agree.
A winning streak now.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the fact is that for me, what I want this to go, I want Liverpool to win badly, because I don't know if you know, Demo, that I told Henry that I'm going to be going to the Man United game, so I am in 10 days time.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I want us to win tomorrow so badly is because I know that I'm going to Anfield and we're still in a title race, and get Anfield bouncing and send Man United out of that top 4 race for good.
Yep.
And just hopefully buying about maybe 5 or 6 goals against them for the first time in their history. And that's all I want. But the thing is, like you said, like if we lose tomorrow, we're 4 points behind, and it makes it so more difficult. But you have to remember as well, they've got to play Man City. They've got to play West Ham. They've got to play Wolves, and they've got to play Leeds away, and all them trying to do their heads in with them. Some of them trying to fight relegation or even going for the top 4. Like you can't do any of those games on favour, in my opinion. So I'm not getting too worried at the moment. I just want to see how we approach it going forward before the last game against Wolves. At home on that, I think it's the 20th of May, and let's hope we do it.
Yeah, so for me, I don't think it's a title decider for any of us, actually. Like, I mean, we keep on saying that we expect City to win all these games, but then they drew to Crystal Palace, like nobody saw that coming, and they lost, they drew to Southampton, and all these things. Like, we can say that they're going to win, but they've been popping up, and they're not been blowing teams away anyway. So I don't think it's a title decider either side, if they win or if we win. Like, we have rough games, they have easier fixtures, I will admit that, but there's no guarantee that they're going to win them. We thought Crystal Palace was going to be an easy game for them, and we thought they would beat Southampton. Like, Southampton got 6 today from Chelsea, who just lost to Brentford. So it's the Premier League. Like, anything can happen, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's a title decider anyway.
No, I know. I really do agree, because we never know. We've seen Crystal Palace keep clean sheets in both games against Man City.
Exactly.
Man City couldn't even break down Palace.
Exactly.
But we never know this season. But I think whatever happens tomorrow's, in my prediction, right, I think whoever loses tomorrow wins the FA Cup game. I think it's going to be something like that. I think, like, if we win, then they'll probably want to get revenge in the FA Cup and knock us out. But to be fair, I would rather get knocked out in the FA Cup semi-final than in this one, just because, of course I want the Premier League more. But then again, we could beat them, they beat us, and then we go on a shit form, and then they win both. So it's a bit difficult, but I think whatever happens is going to give us whoever wins is going to give them so much motivation.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on, obviously no Ruben Diaz for Manchester City, which I think is huge, because he is like I think I don't know what you guys think, but I know a lot of people obviously joke about it, but I think this guy's on Van Dijk level. And what I mean is, like,
absolutely not.
I don't think he's as good as Van Dijk. But what I mean is he's not that far, and 2, this guy is like he's like a leader in that defense. They're gonna have to go John Stones and Laporte. The last time we faced Stones and Laporte against Manchester City, they won 2-1, I believe. They won 2-1, and Stones cleared the ball off the line, which was, we were like 1 centimeter away from winning the league, unbeaten, and doing the Centurions back to back. That's how crazy it was. Right, Ruben Diaz is a fantastic player. But first of all, I've got another guest. It's a legend. That is Mons.
Oh snap! Tariq Lamptey in the building.
Tariq Lamptey.
Big up yourself, Lamptey.
Good to be here, man. How you guys doing? Everyone all right?
Scared
Yeah, I'm
shit.
doing
bro.
good. How-
Good.
Good. I hope no one's nervous. I was nervous a second ago, but now it's sunk in that we're gonna smoke these punks.
No.
So
I've been scared all week, mate. Yeah, you have no idea.
yeah, well, do you know what it is? Hope, man. Jurgen Quad. I want a Jurgen Quad, the inner Jurgen Quad here. So I think it depends how badly the boys want it. Remember, we drew with City, no Trent, no Thiago. Now they're really gonna feel the Rafa team. You know what I'm saying? Like these men don't have a killer up top. I think if we keep De Bruyne out the game, we're all right. If we keep Cancelo out the game, we're all right. If we stop Morris, I'm cutting in, we'll be okay. All easier said than done, but these fools don't have Diaz. So I want them to expose that. I want John Stones to be John flipping water or minerals, whatever the fuck it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
John Pebbles.
you know what I'm saying? John Pebbles. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Nah, I'm definitely not nervous for this game. I actually think we're
I'm
gonna
not.
win comfortably. I think we're gonna win 3-1. Oh, we're not at predictions yet, but I think we're gonna win comfortably. I don't see. I'm more worried about Tottenham right now. That's how bad it is. I'm not worried about that.
Tottenham have scored 9 goals in 2 games.
No, not just the goals that they're scoring. It's just that they
Defending
counter
it.
attack a lot better, and with our high line and Kane dropping deep to
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
I
that's a
remember
problem,
that
that's
first
a
game they were getting behind us pretty.
Yeah, but
easily.
we had flipping Tyler Morton doing the
Well,
fat role,
that's
bro.
true. That is true. That is
But
true.
wait, yeah, you think Tyler Morton?
Remember, COVID hit us really bad in that game. We had like no midfield.
Yeah, I actually didn't remember that.
I swear to God, we had Milner in the midfield as well.
No, don't disrespect Milner though. Milner done the double Dutch on Atletico Madrid, double Dutch and dunk on Atletico Madrid.
I've also heard that he's getting another contract for next year, which shows how much of a legend he is.
Honestly, I just want Milner to come on when we're winning 3-0 and just boot a man. Boot a man. Make him flip. You know, Milner does the thing where he puts his back into you, tackle, and then he turns his back into you. That's what I want Milner to do.
Quick question. I swear to God, has Thiago played any of the games with City? He hasn't played at City at all. He hasn't played City. So this will be a first game. So tomorrow he's got a point to prove.
Oh yeah, as soon as you mentioned Thiago, I got a stat that I didn't know happened actually. So Liverpool's record when Thiago has started in the Premier League this season, played 12, won 12, scored 35, conceded 2. When Thiago has started for us in the Premier League this season, played 12, won 12, scored 35, and conceded 2 in the Prem. So he is going to be massive for us, bro.
See, I swear the stats even better with Fabinho. It's even better than that. It's even higher.
Well, I don't know that. I just have the Thiago one, you know, the sauce.
That's it. The sauce.
There was one about Fabinho and Thiago, and then which was unbeaten, and then that one was broken against Inter Milan, I believe. Inter was the first team to break the Thiago ex Fabinho pairing unbeaten. But
I mean, it's strange because there's been a lot of comments this week about kids again I mentioned, and I'm like, that doesn't need to be down either, because I thought Kids had a brilliant game against Benfica and he's had a good few games, but I think against City, do you really want to do that? And if he's going to get exposed, and I just think that you have to go with Thiago, Fabinho, and Henderson, because you just think that's the best way we can put out so far. But again, you have to think, what is the best side that can face against this Man City team at the Etihad? Because the reality is, it's going to be fucking hard, and
Bro,
they're going to come at us as well.
We made that mistake against Real Madrid, starting Keita instead of Thiago, and we saw he had to come off after 45 minutes. Like, I don't want to make that mistake again. Go with Thiago, bro. I know Keita has been in good form. I know all of that, but I'm going with it. I know we're not at starting lineups and stuff, but
we'll be there. We'll be there soon. Because I don't want to keep waiting, because Ryan's disappeared. I don't know who else is coming on. So it's a bit of a nightmare. It's so unorganized. I do apologize.
We're here.
We're here and it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Smash a like, make sure you subscribe. All that good stuff.
Facts.
But let's move on to obviously the title race, because the crazy thing was, in January, me and Yusuf and Stephen all were challenged by Ryan. Ryan was like, it's too early. You guys are conceding the title too early. We're gonna win the. And I was like, I said, okay, I'm so convinced we're not gonna win it. I said, okay, if we win the league, like I did with Udima, I said I'm gonna buy him next season's home kit with the number of his choice and name of his choice. And Yusuf won with the worst one. Yusuf said if we win the league, he's going to get burger breads, hamburger meat, cheese, pickles, and mayonnaise blended up into a milkshake and drink it on stream.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, that's fucking nasty.
So if we
I
win
have
the
my
league,
diary. I don't think
Brian's
I come up
gonna
with
you-
diary. Have I?
no, you
I
haven't
forgot
come
I
up with one.
pretty
You've got to
much
come up.
said
You've got to come up with one.
Oh, fuck. Well, fuck man, what do I do? I'm gonna have to think about it, but fuck me, it's not gonna be nice.
You have to think about it because all of us three said we were good, but the crazy way was in January we were like 14 points behind, right? Everyone was
Wow.
going City. This is a easy league. City running all with it and everything, and we've managed to crawl it back to now. It just shows that this team, you cannot write Liverpool off. If Klopp wins his title, he's overturned a 14-point deficit. We also had game in hand, of
Come
course.
on,
but
7 points. 7 points.
7 points because
We was always winning them games in hand. We weren't losing. Yeah,
and
the hell we
had-
are.
we had like 2 games in hand, I think. So, yeah, so 7 points, but still, we're doing what City did in 1819. We were clear, then they came back, and we're in the same thing. So, will we see because if I remember correctly, the last time the game that this happened in this scenario, Aguero scored just before half time, and then we scored like 71 minutes, and then I think 18 minutes or something we had Sane that scored a great goal. So will we see something like that on tomorrow? I wonder if it's going to repeat the same thing. Are we going to have Van Dijk clear the ball off the line 1 millimeter, the same as last year, 2 years ago, and then we're going to have, I don't know. I just would love it if Origi scored the last minute winner. Just be memes. But
I know I'm ruthless. I want 4-0. 4-0.
I can't.
Four-
I can't.
I know what that he had. We've got 5-0 at Man United.
I would not be able to cope if it's 90 minutes and it's 1-0. My heart would be going like.
Here's what I'm saying. I want an early VAR penalty. I want an own goal from João Cancelo. I want a deflected goal from Mo Salah. I want the most shameless
Facts.
4-0 possible with absolutely no context as to why we won within
Exactly.
like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Salah to smack it. I don't want a 30-yarder from Salah. I don't want a 30-yarder from Fabinho. I don't want a bicycle kick from Sadio Mane. I want a shameless handball deflected goal. That's what I want. I want a dirty stinking win. These City fans are too fucking smug,
Bro.
I'll tell you what,
And then
I'll tell you exactly. I would take any fucking win if it's so controversial, right? So controversial that we can end up winning the league anyway. And yes, Royal fans will just say, "Oh, Liverpool." Just shut up, man. Get out of here. We're the best team in the league so far.
After that Rodri handball,
I take anyone.
bro. After that Rodri handball, I don't give a dash no more. As I said, VAR handball, I don't give a dash.
God, it would be a little bit hilarious if we won tomorrow and we handballed it and they didn't give a penalty. We'll be like, that's what you get for doing that.
The officials are from Manchester, innit?
Yeah, but to be fair, I will not be surprised if City got a penalty tomorrow because the refs and the crap. But we're 30 minutes in. I don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to move on now. Let's go to lineups because this game is huge. For City, I expect probably Ederson, Walker, Stones, Laporte, Cancelo. I don't think they should start Ake. They might start Ake. There's no point starting Ake. I think they'll go Rodri in midfield, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. And I think their front three is going to be Foden in the 9, Sterling and Mahrez. Stephen, we're going to go you first. What's your Liverpool starting 11 for tomorrow?
The best. I think it's the best side we can put out, in my opinion. Alisson in goal, no doubt. Right back Trent, my best right back of all time. Matip comes back in. I guess again probably best centre back in the world. Versus Van Dijk, again best centre back in the world. Left back Andrew Robertson, the best Scottish left back I've ever seen at the club. Midfield Fabinho, best CDM in the world. Henderson, the best captain that Liverpool's ever had that I've seen. Thiago, probably one of the best midfielders in the world. And then the front three matches itself, I think for me, it's probably the most difficult out of all of them that I can pick. I would definitely start Salah. I think this is the game for Salah to come back into his form that we want to see. And then doing bits like what he did 6 months ago against City, like that goal was insane. I would start him with Mane. And I think I'll go Diaz. I think Diaz has got the chance to start in this game, in my opinion, with Mane and Salah. I think Jota and Firmino will be good off the bench. We've seen Firmino come off the bench lately, and he's like scoring goals for fun. And that's good depth in my opinion that we've seen that I haven't seen in like a few years. So yeah, I think that's the side. That's the side I would go with. I think Diaz, Mane, and Salah for me up front, but I think that's the best we can put out.
Demo, your turn. What's your sign?
Yeah, I heard that Firmino wasn't in training, so I'm not sure where that is right now. But he was supposed to be. Yeah, I heard that yesterday. He wasn't in training.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, so just let me know because he would have been my start. So I'm going Ali in goal. I'm going Trent at right back. Listen, Mons, I haven't watched that video yet, but that guy, that Manchester City guy you were on with, just know that, Trent has all this space and anyone can listen, bro. I hope you smoked him. I'm gonna watch it right after this, but he was talking a lot of nonsense, bro. Anyway, I'll get to that. So
He was talking a lot of shit, but I had to hold it down. I couldn't.
Yeah, don't give it away. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. All right. So Trent right back, VVD and Matip center back, Robbo left back. I'm going Fab, Thiago, and Henderson in midfield, and I'm running it back. If Firmino is fit, I'm going the traditional front three of Salah, Mane, and Bobby. He loves a goal against Manchester City. I think that him dropping deep in that midfield with Rodri and them, man, will create a lot of space. If he's injured, I'm going Mane as the 9 and Luis Diaz to start. But it all depends on if Firmino is fit.
Mons,
hope so.
What's your starting 11 for tomorrow?
Addison, Trent, Robbo, Virgil, Matip, Fabinho, Thiago, Hendo, Salah, Firmino, Mane.
The original front three.
Oh, Mons is running it back too. Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna spin the block and run it back.
It's crazy. It's crazy how we've all gone the same 11. I've gone the exact same 11.
But if Bobby isn't fit though, Diaz on the left, Mane up top.
Yeah, me too.
Jota can go nowhere near my starting 11.
He definitely doesn't start for me.
We should be doing it on form. Jota is not on form. Jota's got to earn that spot. He hasn't earned that spot yet. Diaz has earned that spot because every time he's been playing, he's been doing something. Jota, when he's been starting, he hasn't been that good. He's good off the bench, not. So
not only that, we want when the ball goes up to the front three, it sticks. Like Jota does not pass well. He doesn't control the ball well. I don't just want to be relinquishing position to Manchester City as soon as we get the ball. He doesn't control the ball well, and Firmino does that better than him. Diaz does that better than him. And like I've always been saying, Jota scores the goals, but listen, bro, he has to pattern up.
Yeah, agreed. It's going to be a tough game, and I think if Bobby plays, Bobby, we'll do a little bit like what Kane's been doing recently. Cracking back, opening the gaps, putting Laporte this way, Stones that way, putting the ball through.
Bro, sorry, just to cut you tactically, bro. I just kind of think if we stop Rodri from playing, I think we win the game. I think if we're able to, because Rodri can't. The difference in Rodri and Fabinho, Rodri's more tidy in possession. Fabinho is more of a well-rounded DM. So if we stop Rodri from dictating play, then I feel like we're able to really get a seat and we cage them in rather than caging us in. I think the second Rodri starts swinging it left and right is when we begin to struggle. Centre back step up, and then it becomes a long day. But with Firmino, if we keep the ball going in transition and don't let that ball go, Rodri's isolated. And you know how slow he is. He's a 22 Will Lorry off that ball when he does the ball. So.
I agree.
But for me, right, I think we've got to stop De Bruyne because for me, I still think KDB is the best midfielder in the world. Like this guy is a joke. He is.
Do you fear him? Do you fear him most in midfield or as a false nine?
Midfield. I think
midfield,
it has to be midfield.
You know, midfield. Like I don't want anywhere near the box because this guy can be like 30 yards out. He shoots and you'd go in. Like he's done it many times. Done it against Chelsea twice this season. He is ridiculous. I think he's an amazing player. And
the thing is,
I
when
think
he
you've got to
plays,
stop Foden as well because Foden loves a goal against us. He absolutely
Yeah.
loves a goal against us.
yeah,
That's the
thing
biggest
is though,
fear. That's right, Demon. That's the only biggest fear I would have tomorrow because you know, I think to come De Bruyne loves to score from outside the box. In my opinion, I mean those shots that he goes into the goals are fucking scary, and that's the only fear I would have tomorrow. And I just hope that wouldn't happen because if it does happen, then it would just sick me. Like you said, Timo. What were you saying?
no, I was saying the thing is when he plays as a false nine, I mean, he's a lot more clinical than whoever else plays false nine. Like Foden, he misses a lot of chances before he scores. When I mean, they use everybody. I think maybe KBD and Gundogan, whenever they play the false nine, they're a lot more clinical than the others are. So I mean, I know they're gonna get chances because obviously, I think the chances created among us is like 3 per game or something like that. And with the high line, I think they're gonna get chances. And if he's playing the false line and getting those chances, I think he's more clinical than whoever else plays. But I understand the midfield thing. He's a killer from midfield as well.
Foden's horribly dangerous. Like, you know, those two were the ones you scored last time. Like, we were cruising. We were doing so good in that City game. And then, you know, Gabriel Jesus, great ball to Foden. Foden shoots, great goal. Then Kevin De Bruyne from the outside the box shoots, top bins. He's a fantastic player. For me, as a City fan said, and this is very good. So, see, I watched the Big Six, right? And of Turkish and Big Steve, a City fan, said that he's scared, and this is true, of Trent putting crosses in behind Laporte because Laporte is a fantastic defender. I wanted him for the France national team because I'm half French over some defenders we have. I think he's absolutely fantastic, but I think he has got a bit of a weakness when it comes to headers and that kind of stuff, and not headers, but controlling the ball with his feet. I think Stones is better, so I think we've got to target Laporte tomorrow. But let's move on to score predictions because this is the big one. See, we already know Demo's because he sport it. But Stephen,
3-1.
Stephen, what's happening tomorrow?
My score prediction: we're gonna win the game 3-1. I think we'll win the game by 3-1. And the reason I say that is because I think we'll score first, and then we'll get the second before just after half time. City will get one back, get a few nerves going, and what have you. But after that, I think Liverpool will just be able to stay calm, hopefully see out Man City, and then Divock Origi comes on and scores a late winner to make it 3-1, and we win the game. I mean, imagine the scenes. But I do see something similar like that happening. But that's the score I'm going for. I'm going 3-1.
But I just think it would be like a fairy tale if, let's say, City was the game where you won the league, and Divock Origi did his send off before he goes to AC Milan. That he wins, he scores a last minute goal, but I don't see it. I don't see it being a last minute winner. Demo, we've already know your score prediction, but just say it anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm going 3-1. I think again it's gonna be comfortable. City are gonna have all the possession in the world. I just don't think they'll have enough cutting edge to get it over the line to beat us. I think Salah scores. I think Mane scores, and I think Diaz scores as well. All our front three. Well, if he starts, you know, they're gonna get goals. And I don't know who's getting the consolation. I don't really care. I just want to win there. So I'm going 3-1 and very comfortably.
Mons, your score prediction. What are you
4-0.
going?
4-0.
I absolutely hope that happens. Put a bet on it. Because you never know.
I can't. I'm joking. I think it's going to be 2-1 Liverpool.
And that 2-1. There's like 4-0.
Goal scorers. Give us their goal scorers, bro.
Salah, Virgil.
Oh, Van Dijk from the back.
God, imagine Van Dijk scores the winner. Imagine if Van Dijk scores the winner. I would love that. 93rd minute header and corner. That'd be brilliant. But like, you can shut the fuck up about Ruben Diaz now, City fans.
Bro, that needs to stop. You Jersey boy, I hear you with this thing too about
Yeah, but
Diaz
Virgil
being
is
on
clear.
Van Dijk
He's
level.
clear.
And listen, you guys, I know Diaz is good. He's okay, all right. But this magical transformation that people are saying that Diaz has given to Manchester City doesn't exist, bro. They conceded the same amount of goals when he came in that they did when he wasn't there. I don't know what control he gave. I don't know if it looks prettier, but the stats show that the same amount of goals that they conceded before Diaz is what they got after Diaz. So I don't get what this hype is about. And he is horrible when he plays for his national team. He's not the same player. He doesn't look the same player. But I mean, that's another story. People won't talk about it, but I know what it is. It is what it is.
No, but listen, for me, I think Ruben Diaz is really, really good. Of course, for Portugal, he's not that good. But I think he's very, very good. But we've got to stop this comparison. Virgil van Dijk is clear, but Ruben Diaz is still a very good centre back. I think he's better than a lot of the other centre backs. I think.
Yeah. Compare him with Nat Phillips, bro. Don't compare him with Van Dijk.
Nat Phillips is actually not. He's actually been doing okay at Bournemouth. They got a clean sheet today, so.
Sure, not Phillips started against AC Milan in a pointless game, and look what the score was. We ended up being AC Milan's first team for C or B team.
But not only that, he has the audacity to do a bloody Cruyff turn and put Kessie and Zlatan on their ass. Like that in there is just embarrassing. My score prediction is a bit different than you guys. My score prediction is a repeat of the first match, 2-2. I think Luis Diaz.
Oh, bro!
What I'm being realistic. I think Luis Diaz scores. I think Mane scores, and I think Kevin De Bruyne and Foden score again. I think 2-2.
So that's no tie to Liverpool for you then.
No, I said I don't see us win the title, but I said that my scenario I had in my head as a dream, I had it us winning the league on the last day of the season. As I said, my dream was that we didn't win this game, but it went to the last game of the season. We score a very late goal against Wolves, and Coutinho scores a scream against City or Danny Ings, and we win the league on the last day at the last second. Come on.
Who knows, man? It can still become a reality.
I had that sort of love story intact until Aston Villa got backed by Tottenham.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, that's not happening. But I'm just saying, if that were to happen, it'd be great. Instead of Aguero, it'd be Reggae. But no, I think 2-2. I think 2-2 or 3-2.
That is mad. That is actually mad, Jersey boy. But
what's wrong with me going 2-2, bro? For fuck's sake.
Yo, Jersey boy is always negative, bro. Always negative.
We have to go through it every once in a while, mate. Don't worry.
Okay, but I'm always negative. But I was the only person last season to go Liverpool 0, Fulham 1, and you guys went, oh my god, and we lost 4-1, 1-0.
All right.
But to be fair, you're the one who said, even though we're shit, we're still getting top 4. So
the Reds got no money, and we're still the Reds got no money. We'll still win the league.
Demo can see the future. He's officially can see the future. So, what's the lottery numbers?
Bro, let's go. Bro. I can't see the future.
But in all seriousness, this game is really big. We don't have a great record against City. I believe the last time we beat them in all competitions was the season we won the league, isn't it? But the last time we played them as City, we actually got a draw. And the crazy thing, we got a draw against them with no centre backs. I swear to God, we had Henderson and Fabinho in the back with defence.
I actually can't remember the last time we beat them. Is that like 8 years ago or something?
It's like they've got a horrible record.
I can't remember.
They've got a horrible record at Anfield with fans. We have a horrible record at the Etihad. Like 1-1 last season, then 2-1.
Yeah, I'm not talking the Champions League, the Premier League.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying 1-1 last season because if I remember, they gave a stupid penalty. It wasn't a penalty on Gomez. Kevin De Bruyne put it wide. I mean, we drew 1-1 with no centre backs, and this season before that was Sane's winner, in that game, and then we lost 5-0 at the Etihad. So We haven't
that
got
happened?
that good record, so we got to
No.
break that record. Just like they broke that record when we had no fans and an empty stadium for one. We got to break that record and get a good result at City, because we don't. The last time we won at the Etihad wasn't even the Premier League. It was 2-1 in the Champions League. So let's hope, guys. But hopefully
It all
have
comes
some
down
of you
tomorrow.
guys back on for the post match. Big game live tomorrow from 3:55. We're live a little bit earlier because this is such a huge game. We've got to do a proper I think we might actually live 3:25 an hour before to do the lineup reaction and stuff. So
Like the League Cup final, you see this.
thank you, Demo,
No problem.
for coming on, and thank you, Mons. You did a very good job against Boovy. He's a bit delusional, but he's a good lad. He's a bit, but
People were telling me I was too nice to him, but I don't think so. I think I played it right. But I'll let those you watch it soon.
Yeah, I'll go watch that right
I'll
now.
say, yeah.
he's good.
I mean, he Mons dealt with troops away. You know what I mean? Slap up and stuff. So I have to see
and
that
then
one.
and then we beat them 2-0. So we can't go because there's someone in the back room.
Oh, bro. Who is it?
It's Kopish. It's Callum.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, we can't go without Callum.
Hi guys, can you guys hear me?
He can't
can
see
hear
you.
Callum.
I know I can't come on camera. Jersey boy, apologies I couldn't come on earlier. It's been a crazy day, but I said to Ryan I'm going to try and get on, so I can do about 10 minutes.
That's
So-
fine. We're about to finish, and I think Ryan made an absolute mistake. I was in the bath. He was like, "Oh, by the way, I've just remembered. I told everyone 10 o'clock, and it's 11 o'clock."
No, it's not. To be honest, it's not even Ryan's fault. I've just had a manic few days. So
What time did Ryan tell you?
to be honest,
Callum's a celebrity. That's why.
no,
That right.
far from it. Well, no, Ryan actually told me a couple of weeks ago. To be fair, but just the last few days have just been chaos.
Thank
So-
God Ryan didn't fuck that up.
No, it's definitely not on Ryan. This is on me.
Good. I do apologize.
How you boys doing?
Doing good. A bit nervous, but
Oh,
this game tomorrow is huge.
Guys, we should guys, we should be nervous. Look, 5-10 years ago, we were dreaming about being in these scenarios. You don't be nervous about this. You embrace these things. The worst thing that happens tomorrow is we lose and we're 4 points behind City. I'm sorry, 4 points isn't like
Cal.
unattainable.
Cal.
Yeah.
It's not boys. It's Jersey boy. He's the nervous one. We're 3-1. I'm calling 3-1.
I am as well.
I said these bums are getting spanked. John Stone's getting turned to John Water, John Pebbles, whatever you want to fucking name. Diaz ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Edison gonna get turned to medicine. Like I'm telling you, these men are
John
gonna get.
Sand.
You know what I'm saying? So Jancello gonna get Jan cancelled. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling them, Cal, that I actually am more worried about the Tottenham game than this.
Same here.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
I completely understand that, because Kane in behind in playing as like a false nine. I don't want to imagine it. That he's been ripping teams
I'll
apart.
be into the equation.
I
Kane will turn into Kevin Lewin, don't worry.
I hope it doesn't go to the stage where. Do you remember when we beat Tottenham in a title race 3 years ago when Mo Salah got that last minute winner, and that was the one that defined where we're still in a title race? I just hope that I've got signs that could happen again. I just hope it doesn't, because we want to go ahead, but let's just relax.
They've got too many deficiencies in their team for me to fear them ultimately. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
seeing that Cal has
They're
10 minutes,
dangerous though.
seeing
They
that
are.
Cal,
They are dangerous.
yeah, seeing that Cal has 10 minutes, I just want to know his starting lineup and
Okay.
you know, and his score. I would just want to know if he put Taki in the team. So you can go.
Surely
No,
Demo, you ain't put
no.
Taki
Hell
in.
no.
Surely Demo.
hell no, dude.
All right. So left back Robbo, Ali in goal, Matip and Virgil, best centre back partnership in world football in my opinion.
Facts,
Trent
bro.
at right
Facts.
back. Trent at right back is, we all know what Trent does, isn't it? Robbo, in my opinion, is the best fullback in the world. Trent is the best right back in the world. Fabinho, Thiago. This is the one where I'm really scratching my head at the moment. Do you drop Cater after he has his
Yes.
second best game of the season?
Yes.
I'd probably. I'm going to slightly go with Hendo, even though I wouldn't be upset seeing Cater start. But I'm going to go with Hendo.
Hmm.
And then up top, Diaz on the left because I want to
I
see
hope
him
it doesn't
test
backfire on
Walker.
us.
I don't think it will. Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, and then I'm actually going Mane through the middle.
Mane. Even if Bobby's fit.
Yeah, because I don't think he's fully fit. And I think
he's
Bobby
fit,
coming
I'll
off the
say that.
bench. I think Bobby coming off the bench in a game like this, if it's tight, him and Jota coming off the bench could be a game changer.
So I was telling them that we made the mistake against Real Madrid, starting Keita, and he had to come off in 45 minutes. So I don't want to do that again.
That's true. But we also started against Man United, and he had a phenomenal game.
True. That is true.
But this is my
I
point
think
with Keita.
Keita's,
You see,
sorry, Cam. I think
Go-
that Keita's
no, go on, bro.
form- I think from last season, what we saw from Keita wasn't the best, and I think all of us just ruled off Keita at that point. Oh yes, that's it. I'm done. We're finished with Keita. He's had poor performances. He's not stuck to this club anymore. But I think, like you said, Cam, like from Man United and from some previous games that he's come in, he's actually improved. And I think I just think we haven't seen the best Keita at the moment. I think the best of Keita has still to come, whether we use him regular or not. And if we do start against Man City, it's a gamble, but it's something that club would know in his mind that he knows what he's doing to try and get in Pep's head.
But that's my problem though. And here's the thing, Demo, you said about the Real Madrid game, I said about the Man United game. But that's the problem though, isn't it? For every one good game, there's one bad game. For every good game, there's one bad game. It's the inconsistencies with Naby, which is why I still can't, as much as I joke about it with Matt, I can't say in stone that he needs to stay next season because I can't. I need to see more. I need to see more consistency.
His performances are to up his value and nothing more.
Wow, man.
His performances are to up his value so we can get the bag. That's all it is. The best Keita we will see is a consistent Keita, and until we see that, I don't fall for the prop. Is what it is.
Wow, that is.
I see. I do see where Mons is coming from. Though, if I'm going to be honest, I do. It sounds harsh, but it's reality.
You know what I'm saying? Like that performance, he's capable of the performance that he had against Benfica, against Man United. Of course, he's capable of that.
Yeah.
He's also capable of the Real Madrid performances. You know what I mean? He's also like, you know what I mean?
Isn't aren't all players capable of that? Like inconsistencies?
Not when you play as little as he does.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So Demo, I want to ask you there: if Fabinho and Thiago have bad games tomorrow, would you expect them to have bad games? It would be a shock, right?
Yeah, it would be a shock.
If Naby has a bad game, we're sitting here tomorrow thinking, I'm not really surprised, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the problem. That is his problem. His talent has never been questioned. It's the consistency and the injuries. And the injuries he seems to have put behind him to an extent. It's the inconsistencies.
Wait, Carl, can you ask that question again? One more time, please. Just one more time.
Are you recording me? Are you recording me, bro? Like,
No, hands here.
if Flacco and Thiago had bad games, we'd be very shocked. If Keita had it, we wouldn't be as shocked because he's got a history of throwing up inconsistent performances. Whereas Flacco and Thiago, they are certified. So if they have a bad game, we're like, oh wow, they had a bad game.
yeah.
But you don't expect it.
Do you know what it is as well? Can I just say, like, as painful as this is to say, if Keita was the player we all wanted him to be, he'd be screaming for him to start today. He is in no one's starting 11. Even the Keita fanboys, Keita is not in the starting 11 that you want to play City. He's not. When everyone said their predicted 11s, no one has said Naby Keita. Why is that?
No.
I mean, just because Thiago is better. I mean, I wouldn't play him. But before Kyle goes, like, who is the danger man for Manchester City? Because I think I
Got a
said,
score as well, Demo.
yeah, and your score prediction. I said
3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. I said we have to watch what's his name? Rodri. Like, we have to stop Rodri in the midfield there.
Good shot.
Yeah, but and I
Rodri
think
for
they
the
said
player.
KBD in midfield for them. Who is it for you?
For me, it's the rat. For me, it's the rap Bernardo Silva.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in good form.
It is
I'm
now.
deadly.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Shall I tell you what it is? Him and Foden seem to turn into just superheroes against Liverpool, but him more so. 18-19 at Etihad. I've never seen someone run against Liverpool the way he ran.
Yeah.
Even this season at Anfield.
Even the run when he had Virgil tripping over and them.
Yeah,
things there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bernardo in midfield for Man City against Liverpool just turns into a phenomenon. And as much as I despise him as a person, as a footballer, you have to admire his technical acumen and what he can do with the ball. His ball retention is crazy. And if he has a good game tomorrow, we're going to struggle in midfield. Like Flacco, Thiago, and whoever else is playing with them, they have to be on point.
But here's the thing.
I don't like the man,
Here's the
but
thing.
he's a danger.
Here's
Come on,
the-
bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've always struggled to know what works going forward in our team lineups, especially against the likes of City. Because, like you said, the reality is we don't know what our best cycle is sometimes. That's the thing. Like if you started Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, you go there, you go there all day long. But tomorrow they could have stinkers tomorrow, and that's the scariest thing. And then we're all going, oh, we should have started Keita and all this kind of stuff. But sorry, Wilson.
Go on. No, go on. Finish.
I just hope we don't get to a fact that tomorrow, if we were to lose the game and we did start with Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson, that we're all saying, oh, why did we start them? Oh, well, we did start them. We just had no choice because if we would have relied on Keita, we could have. But the fact is, was that a bigger risk to what that midfield was? So, but I think we've got to get it right. I think Klopp needs to get it right with the midfield. I think we've struggled a few times in what our best midfield is. I think when we were on this poor run, and I think we've come to learn what our best midfield is. I just sometimes wonder that is it Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, because that's the biggest fear I have tomorrow if they don't have good games. I think many other fears as well.
I was just gonna chime in. I just wanted to say that whenever we go to the Etihad and sometimes at Anfield as well, I feel like 80 to 90% of our goals against Manchester City are scored in transition. And if we play a team where most of our goals come from, I'm not saying we're not capable of other type of goals, by the way. I'm just saying we've been most successful in transition against Man City. That's when it makes them suffer. All the way dating back to 17-18, we've hurt these men in transition. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, Jota can't go anywhere near my starting 11. Do you know what I mean? Keita can't go anywhere near my starting 11 in terms of defensive transition. And I need to. It's Operation Stop Rodri, because if you get if Rodri off the ball is a 22-wheel truck, as I alluded to earlier in the video. So if he has to do more industrial work, Rodri then becomes a bystander. He doesn't become a force in the game. But if we allow Rodri to step up, the two centre backs then come into the game. John Stones starts to play football. Laporte starts to play football. Rodri starts pinging the ball left and right. Then it starts to get techie. Then Bernardo starts to get the ball face up against, Robertson or whoever's going up against. So to prevent that, get this 22-wheeler out of the game. Get him out of the game. That's the way I think.
I was quickly going to say before we finished we were talking about, as I said, for me, Foden loves a goal against us. Like we've seen his going through against us.
Yeah.
For me, Kevin De Bruyne, he's best midfielder in the world in my opinion. This guy's ridiculous.
Sane as well.
And I'm just saying, thank God I don't have Sane anymore, because that man was
him.
I feared.
It's the left footers, isn't it? It's the left footers from City.
Yeah,
bro.
It's
the left footers.
But hold on. To caveat that though, Mane loves a City goal. Salah loves a City goal. Yeah. Firmino loves a City goal.
Diaz like ran through the whole defense and scored against them.
So come on now, we got our boys as well.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Salah coming back into form tomorrow
Ryan,
and absolutely scoring a brilliant? Is he on?
Yeah, Ryan's here. Ryan, you just arrived just at the end, bro.
I'm sorry, I brought it.
Yo, this guy's.
Why look? He's like, bro. He's so like, he's so oblivious to it. All just like, oh yeah, sorry, man.
Look at him in his Jamaican kit.
I know. I'm not gonna lie, the kit is beautiful though, Ryan. I have to grab myself one of them.
Right, I'm on time. Big up Ryan.
God, Ryan, bro, you've forgotten a lot of things today. You forgot. We started
You have
about 11 o'clock.
you have one question for Callum before he goes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Ryan. Shoot the stream ever with Ryan in it. Go on.
Callum, you don't have this game jaw like Jersey boy. Ever worry?
Nah. 3-1 Liverpool
Okay. Fair enough. So
with chest.
everybody
I reckon.
think we're gonna win. Everybody on the stream think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Except Jersey boy.
Yeah.
My deluded hat says 4-0.
Oh, that's mad.
A deflected goal, a deflected goal, a VAR goal, and an own goal from João Cancelo to stop the Trent haters. And the fourth goal can probably be like a double deflected goal, and that all just comes from my head because of the Rodri handball. So I'm feeling really spiteful.
So
That would be ideal.
do. City is a good team, one of the best team in Europe, and I think we don't have a good record at the Etihad. What make all of us, 5 of us, say, oh, Liverpool going to win, or we underestimate the City team, or
No,
Nah, we're just better.
and not just that. I don't think City has been playing as well as people are putting them down as. Like, they haven't been steamrolling teams. What is that? They haven't been steamrolling teams. They just drew with Palace. It's just not as free flowing as it once was. I know Diaz also helps. Like, I think we have a better team. I don't know why we're worrying at this time.
It's just because it's at their ground, isn't it? That's all it is. But
Yeah.
I'm joking. 2-1 in it. 2-1.
Mons, you know how you said 4-0 and Cal was like, that's mad. Like, listen, if somebody told me we were going to score 5 goals at Old Trafford, I would have said that's mad. So I'm not putting anything past this Liverpool team, bro. Anything.
Demo, may I wait for the latter number?
5-0. 5-0.
Demo, send me the latter number.
Send me the lotto number.
Yeah, I want to win the lotto.
I don't have the lotto numbers, bro. I would have been rich.
What?
But boys, I've got to shoot.
Thanks.
No. Sorry, I couldn't stay for longer. Right now, I'm going to catch up with you properly, and I'm going to do a stream with you properly. Obviously, Months will catch up. Stephen always doing wonderful stuff for Kopish. Demo always keeping me on point when it comes to Taki. And Jersey boy, you're the general, bruv. You keep this all glued together. So, nothing but love for you all. We'll all talk as well, boys. And, tomorrow we'll be celebrating.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be celebrating.
When it's tonight,
Come on, the rest. Come
team
on, the
tonight,
rest.
right?
Come on.
So that I'm doing UFC tonight at 3 in the morning. So
I just watch, bro. I don't know nothing.
Bro, I wish I understood that thing, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who's fighting?
So Hamzat, who's like one of the biggest hypes in the UFC at the moment, against Gilbert Burns. You've got Volkanovski and Korean Zombie, and then you've also got Aljamain Sterling, who's Jamaican, against Petr Yan.
Okay.
So
What,
it's a good card.
Where's
Yeah,
my man
Jamaican then.
Oh, it means
Where's
from
my man
UK.
coming? Where's my?
Say that again.
We're going to say Stephen?
What you said, Stephen?
No, it's not inside of them. Not inside of them.
He's talking about Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor's not going to play a fight ever again.
Yeah, I don't know when he's gonna fight again. Yeah.
Well, what about same with Masvidal, isn't it? After that defeat, is he done now?
Yeah. Well, Masvidal might be here getting a prison sentence after he punched up the fighter in the hotel. Not in the hotel, sorry, in the restaurant.
What did he do?
That's not good.
He punched up one of the other fighters in the restaurant.
Oh my god.
What? I need to look
Yes.
it up. What?
Yeah, it's wild. This is what happens when you start trouble with. Yeah, when you start trouble with fighters, this is what happens.
Like
It's like-
I generally believe that he actually. I think he genuinely believed that he actually punched up someone in a Dublin bar over nothing. You know what I mean? He actually punched an old man.
Oh
That
yeah.
was big for him. That
Yeah,
was dumb for him.
Connor's wild. Yeah, Connor's wild still.
Oh,
But yeah,
boss.
my brothers, bless you all. Yeah,
Cheers,
and we'll
come on,
catch up.
Big up.
Nah, pleasure. Take
There
care.
you go. Team Kopish.
Bro, what happened to Arsenal, bro? I wake up this morning and see Arsenal. What happened to
Yes.
Arsenal?
Yes.
Man, you as well. Man, you
Right, bro, stop
listen,
putting.
guys. I'm gonna have to shoot as well. I've got to be.
Yeah.
Ryan,
All right, boss.
I
Big up,
want
man.
to
Big up.
congratulate Ryan with the smallest cameo ever on the stream. See you, Mons. Legend, mate.
Yeah,
Ryan,
bro.
what's your score prediction and starting lineup before we?
Go on, Ryan.
This game
Game
going to
tonight, bro.
because in club.
Say that again?
This game it's going to be a tough game because
Oh, okay.
when club play against Manchester City away, bro, it always do some madness, bro. Always I make the team a play behind the ball when I play when I'm supposed to play. Allow the man to make the man express himself tomorrow, Jurgen Klopp. We can do it. And I think it's going to be interesting to see who him start up front. That's going to be very important. Salah have to sit on the bench. But
Wait, what as I said that Ryan, Jersey boy, you found out if Firmino is fit? Did you see? No?
I've not seen anything, but
All right,
I will double check again.
All right, go
Yeah,
Ryan.
I will be on the watch along tomorrow, guys. So don't worry. So, all right.
I'll be doing it from live from the bar, but I'll be still being.
Fine. You said that last time. You just
No. I will be on the watch along.
I'll put a post-it note here saying Vine
So-
will be on the watch. If you miss, bro, you'll be punished.
This is my lineup. Alisson, Konate, and
Konate.
yeah.
You
Bro, I
think
don't
Konate
want-
is-
What? You
What?
said Van Dijk and Konate?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
Come on, no.
Why?
No.
No, continue with the lineup. We talk
Bro,
about it after you're
Slow,
done.
bro. The man's slow, bro.
Okay. And what?
We need
What does
who can, bro. You know, so Konate play, bro. And so them man, they big, bro. They
Oh,
man,
okay, I saw him kick and miss. I saw him kick and miss in the champion.
bro. That's a one mistake, bro.
I also saw him
He
running
travelled.
out of the ball. He always chasing the ball in midfield for no reason.
Bro, Jersey boy. Oh, you know the man them travel.
Because there's a picture on Twitter saying they took pictures of the bus going to the Etihad Hotel, and there was Firmino.
Oh, Bobby traveled?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
But no, you why me, bro? My youth.
That Konate pick is mad, bro.
Bro, the man they lick down Sterling, bro. School of Jersey boy, man. Stop the play thing there. Seriously.
But you're saying Konate, so you got to put your chest out and tell them what you want.
Timo.
You did to me, bro.
Konate makes no sense, bro.
Bro, you see him coming a Man United game. We need quick pace.
Why? For who? For who? Kevin De Bruyne is not fast. Gundogan is not fast. Like who we need? Who will play false
Sterling
nine?
is
For
the
them?
only one
Sterling is
fast.
gonna start as a false nine.
No, Sterling I go play over with Trent there. And
Okay.
Konate lick him down, brother.
Sterling has had probably one good game against Liverpool since he's been at Manchester City. Probably one. He always flops against us. Always. Pep always take him off.
This is
Matip has been our best defender. Why would you drop him for one of the biggest games of the season?
But Konate playing at the most of the big game.
Oh my gosh. No, he hasn't, bro. But okay.
They're on it again. Ryan and Timo are on it again.
No,
I said
it's
it.
just a
I
ridiculous
knew.
pick, bro. You can never play Konate in this game. Never.
No, I agree.
He's too rash. He always chases the ball in midfield and he's prone to making mistakes. Matip does not do any of those
Bro,
things.
but the one mistake the man made the man.
No, he doesn't. He makes a lot of. He's always diving in, always going in midfield to make a tackle, and then he has to use his pace to get back in behind. Let me tell you this right now. Konate has a lot of lovering tendencies. A lot. So this playing him ahead of Matip is crazy, bro. I'd rather play Joe Gomez over Konate.
Konate, bro. Bro, you have to believe in the young
Okay,
boy.
Ryan. Okay, Konate.
All right, so I continue with the lineup.
Continue.
Konate and Van Dijk.
Move on.
Mid, no, Chen, right back and Simakath.
Samakas.
Ryan, no,
Simicast.
no. What has
You're
Robbo
playing
done to
Simicast.
Rob, bro? What's
Something
Robbo done?
first that City don't know about, brother.
Oh, God,
Yo,
bro.
you all right? You're good?
Ryan, do you want us to lose 5-0
Are you-
tomorrow?
Are you joking or you're trolling or
Bro,
something?
Simakath, bro. Simicast, bro. You have to give him a game. Big team.
Whoa.
No.
Bro,
Next up, Ryan's going to say Curtis Jones starts in midfield.
End this to start. End this to start.
Sorry.
Henderson and who?
Henderson, Fabinho.
I thought you said Milner. I was like, oh my god.
And Thiago.
Okay.
That's good. Well done. Fun
and
3
midfield.
now. Fun 3 now.
Front 3. I'm going with Jota,
Okay.
Diaz, and Mane.
Oh god.
I haven't been
No
good.
Salah. No
It's
Salah.
been nice. It's been nice to join you,
Bro,
Jersey boy Ryan.
him not
I-
playing well, bro.
I cannot listen to this anymore. I'm sorry, but I cannot listen to this. So it's been real. I'm not
Bro,
going to listen to Ryan
you know-
anymore. He's not
I
making
hope-
any
listen,
sense.
Listen, I hope Ryan's score prediction is Manchester City
Bro, I'm
3,
just
Liverpool
messing
0,
around,
because
bro.
trust me,
I'm
bro,
just
if
messing
we've got Canate and Simicast and that front 3 against Manchester City, we are getting bummed, bro. We are getting...
No, man, Salah for play, bro. Salah play.
Okay, but bro, we cannot drop both.
So can you give us your serious? Can you give us your serious?
Stop trolling. Stop trolling.
Robinson come back in for Simicast. Joel Matip coming back for Canate.
No trolling. There we go, Ryan. No trolling.
Yeah. Just them cheap player, they may change back.
Yeah, and Salah.
Me a bench Mane, bro. Mane is sitting on the bench, bro.
Oh, you play Jota instead.
Jota down the middle, Diaz, and Salah.
Have we played him as a front 3 before?
Why would you be benching Mane when he's been playing well recently?
Salah's been the crap one.
So who you are bench? You are bench Diaz. You know why everybody want bench Diaz? Diaz just coming in, bro.
Boss, I'm playing Salah, Mane, Diaz. With me.
Mane false 9,
Yeah,
Diaz left wing.
Yeah, Jota has been horrible.
Oh, he doesn't deserve to start.
Jota doesn't pass the ball well. He doesn't hold up the ball well. He can't control properly.
Yeah, but
and if he doesn't score,
like you guys have to think about it as well. Jota has been scoring in many games at the moment, and the reason why we don't start Jota in this game because I've seen Jota before against Man City and it didn't work. So that's the reason why. But you can't say that Jota was he's gone.
No, but Steven, not because he scores means that he plays well. So I'm saying against Manchester City, I need somebody who's going to actually play well, regardless.
Oh no, get that. Yeah, you start Jota in every game apart from City.
Nah, I'll bring Jota off the bench.
Okay, well, Vine's gone now, so I think we can end the stream. Or unless he comes back in again just before we finish again over here for another 50 minutes.
I'll stay on stream just in case.
No, it's finished now. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be live tomorrow from probably 3:30. We're actually going to do a different. We're going to do live. We're actually going to go live for the live team news ahead of time. So we'll be live at 3:25 for the live team news, and then we'll go back live at 4 o'clock for the watch along. It'll be me, Stephen. Dean, are you joining us tomorrow?
No, interestingly, I'm probably gonna miss this game because I have a cricket match. So
God, you're gonna be like,
it's gonna be crazy, bro. I have to be following you guys on my phone during the game, and
God, just imagine you're actually batting at the time where
exactly.
There's been times, bro. Like I remember when we lost to West Ham, I was on the plane. I was like, "Oh no, what's happened? I can't see the score. I don't know what's going on. I'm on the plane, 35,000 feet in the air, going, what the hell is going on?" And my mum was suggesting I fly to France during the City game. I'm like, no way. I'm going on Monday.
No way.
I really didn't want to miss this game, bro.
All right, so it'd be me, Stephen, Sebastian, Ryan. Hopefully Ryan, because Ryan said he'd be here for the stream and it isn't. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Big watch along tomorrow. Come on, you
come on,
Reds.
the Reds. Come on.
Come on, you Reds. We'll see you tomorrow.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today.